when you see something that is happening in the business, it has an history. If a business is running for like 5 years and you are new in that business and you see a problem that has been there for like that 5 years, there's an history. It's a reason why that problem has been there. You need to find out. That is why your first 30 to 60 days in a new brand, it is for you to learn. It is for you to learn. You want to learn about the business. You want to learn about the environment. You want to find the influencers. Who are the influencers? Who are the people that bring ideas to the management and they get their ideas approved? You know that? It is not everybody that get ideas approved. You know, there's politics. There's politics in workplaces. You will be deluding yourself if you think there's nothing like workplace politics. There's workplace politics, and you should be ready to play the damn politics. Hello everyone, welcome again to POK Experience. Episode 100. Man, I'm very grateful. I appreciate everybody that has been listening. I appreciate everybody that has been viewing. I appreciate everybody that has been sharing this with their friends and family. We started this just as, you know, I shared thoughts on my WhatsApp. I shared thoughts with my friends. Now let me put this in recording and put it out there, because many more people would find value in it. People that are close to me, they find value in the things I write on my Twitter account, and so and that's why we are doing this. And we're in episode 100 already. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Going straight into what I want to discuss today. You know, of course, I discuss things that are happening around me, and I discuss things that I maybe read in a book that I think would be helpful to people, and I discuss things that I think we need to pay attention to. That's just how my topics comes, and I don't even give it a topic before I even record it most times. It's just a thought I want to express. They're just thoughts I'm building in my head, and I'll put on my camera and do that. And I'm doing that today. I want to speak on what you should do when you get hired, what you should do when you join a new team. Why am I talking about this? I'm head of marketing in a company I work for. I have founded some businesses that have failed. I've also founded some businesses that are successful. I've led different teams. Like, for example, I'm head of marketing in virtually any brand I work with. And I've seen many people join my team and they perform very well. I've seen some join and they will struggle. I've seen some join a new company and they don't survive 3 months. But I kind of thinking from my experience that, okay, I've been able to actually survive companies a lot of times. Like, I will stay 1 year and resign or some kind of thing like that. I kind of ask myself, what am I doing that is right in some cases? And what am I doing in the past that are wrong? I also made some few research and asked some of my mentors some few questions. And these are the things I came up with. But I'll talk about the mistake, the number one mistake that everybody makes when they join a team. And there's this mentality that is it's called fixer mentality. Let's call it fixer mentality. That mentality of, I want to hit the ground running. That mentality of, they hired me here because there's a problem and I want to fix that problem. You see, the reason why you want to fix that problem is because of your ego. Many a time is because of your ego. It is not because you are interested in the problem many a time. It is not that. You see, many people they always try to say, oh, it's because you want to show you have this hero mentality in your head that if I can get there in a week and I solve their design problem, they'll just be looking at me like a badass designer. Bro, you're going to give yourself a lot of problems with that. If I can go there and I'll solve all of their marketing problems in like 1 month, these guys will start hailing me as a badass, as a cracked digital marketer. Bro, you're going to crack yourself. You will crack yourself. or you want to fix all of their code base as a web developer, you will damage yourself. Don't do that. You see, that mentality is what gets many people into problems when they join a team. Because the moment you want to fix a problem when you join a team, that means you have to point out the problem. And if you point out the problem, you have to point out who is causing the problem. And if you point out who is causing the problem, then that's where the problem begins. Because you have to mention names. You have to name names. Who is doing something wrong? Who is not carrying the ball? Who is not lifting their own weight? You have to name names. You have to point accusing fingers. And you don't even know if that person is an influencer in that particular business. We'll get to that point. Because one of the reasons you should not have this mentality of, oh, I'll hit the ground running and I'll fix all of that problem and all of this, it's because you don't know who is who. Some people are not team leads, they are not head of marketing, they are not anything, but they are the most influencer in the brand. You don't even know if that person is Oga's girlfriend or that person is Oga's girlfriend. You don't know. Then you go and recommend to Oga that, Oga, you need to fire your girlfriend or you need to fire your boyfriend, Oga. You fire yourself, putting yourself in a mess. You wonder that this particular person does not do anything. This particular person in this brand, if you send anything to this person is not pulling their weight. And nobody complains about that person in the brand. But you come, you the Okon guy, you want to point finger and say, oh, you are not doing enough, you need to be fired. Yeah. You are the one that knows everything, right? You get my point? So one of the things you want to do, you don't want to do if you get to a brand, is to have this narcissism, this hero mentality kind of thing, that when you get there, you hit the ground running, you solve all of their problems, and then everybody will start hailing you. That's how it's done. That approach will make you more enemies. It will make you more enemies. And in your career, you need more friends. You need people to be able to recommend you. Many of the people I've worked with, they can recommend me. It's not that they can. I always appreciate them. Many people I've worked with today recommend me. Why do you think they recommend me? I don't go about pointing accusing fingers at everybody that, oh, you are bad at your job. Majority of the time, I try to help people get better at their job. I try to help people get better at their job without even taking credit for it. But you, the fixer mentality that is in your head, you want to take credit for everything, and that's exactly why you want to point out every problems in the company. You think they don't know? You think they don't see those problems? Yeah, sometimes they might not see you though, because if there's a smell in your room and you've been in that room for long, you won't perceive the smell until you go outside and come back. So anybody that's coming in, we see that mess, that smell. We perceive that smell. So they might not know for sure, yeah. But many times when there's a problem in the business, they know. They know they are not generating enough revenues now. They know. They know they are not generating enough money. You think they don't know? They know. So one of the downsides to this kind of mentality is because the solution you are bringing, you don't know the root. You don't know the root of the problem that you will say you want to fix. That problem you want to fix in 1 week, in 1 month. You do not know the root. You have a revenue problem. Majority of the clients I consult for sometimes in e-commerce marketing, they always say, oh, POK, we have a business, we are not generating revenue. Yes, many businesses have revenue problem. Then they say, oh, they want to run ads. I'll ask them, the first question I'll ask them is, how much is your product? Like, what is the price of your product? And they always wonder, like, why am I asking for the price? Because many times they can't even run ads. The average purchasing cost in Nigeria for an e-commerce, the average cost per purchase is 10,000 naira per purchase. 10,000 naira. I'm giving out this data for free across board in e-commerce. Facebook is going to charge you about 5 to 10,000 naira for each purchase. Now imagine you are selling a product that is around 12,000 naira per month or 15,000 naira. How will your ads be profitable? It cannot be profitable. So even if I jump on that kind of problem and say, oh, you want to run ads, you have a revenue problem, so let's run ads so that you can have sales. The problem is not ads. That's not the problem. That is a symptom. I'm about to treat a symptom. The root cause of that business not being profitable is because they are not pricing their product correctly. They need to increase their product price to about 40,000 naira. So that after removing the cost per purchase, after removing the cost of production, after removing the cost of logistics and packaging and all of these things, they will have profit left. But you as a fixer person, you will get there and you want to form that, oh, I know how to run ads. Then let's go to Facebook. You run ads. So many times when you get to a business and you see what's happening there, you join a new team, what you are seeing is a symptom of a problem, and you don't know the root. The root of the problem might be the CEO himself or herself. You don't know. Imagine you join a team and they are. Imagine you join a team right now and they want to do. What can I use as an example? What can I use as an example? Yeah, imagine you join a team right now and they want to do video editing, and the CEO does not want to pay for CapCut Pro. Imagine how limited the video editor will be. Imagine you join a team and they don't have CRM. And you go there and say, why are you using Google Sheet for CRM? Why are you using Google Sheet and Excel? Why can't you have a proper CRM for your email marketing and your customer relationship, blah, blah, blah? You don't know that the CEO does not want to pay for it. So now you will now go on the next stand up, you are on your next stand and you say, hey, I don't know why the marketing team is not using a CRM. The marketing team should know that. The marketing team knows you, the JJC in the company, you do not know. You do not know that they have suggested that to the CEO many times and the CEO did not pay for it. You don't know. You don't know a lot of things. All you know is just you have your skill. You don't know the context. You don't know the proper application of your skill to that environment yet. Because you are JJC to that space, you don't know anything. That's why your first 30 to 60 days is to learn. Yeah, it is to learn. You don't know the history behind the problem. That's another thing. That's another reason why you don't have to go and solve the problem. I've mentioned a lot of reasons. Looking for problem and pointing will lead you to pointing out flaws. And when you point out flaws, you point at people. When you point at people, people get defensive. And you create an enemy for yourself. You don't know the root cause of the problem. And the third thing is you don't know the history of the problem. You don't know. Yeah, you don't know the history. I'm trying to give a proper example about history of a particular problem. I've had these issues with many. I've worked with a lot of e-commerce brands. Yes. I've worked with a lot of African grocery store in the US, UK, and Canada. I've worked with these guys, scale brands. And I know that when you see something that is happening in the business, it has an history. If a business is running for like 5 years and you are new in that business and you see a problem that has been there for like that 5 years, there's an history. It's a reason why that problem has been there. You need to find out. That is why your first 30 to 60 days in a new brand, it is for you to learn. It is for you to learn. You want to learn about the business. You want to learn about the environment. You want to find the influencers. Who are the influencers? Who are the people that bring ideas to the management and they get their ideas approved? You know that? It is not everybody that get ideas approved. You know, there's politics. There's politics in workplaces. You will be deluding yourself if you think there's nothing like workplace politics. There's workplace politics, and you should be ready to play the damn politics. So if you are new to a particular game of politics and you start blabbing, they will use you as a sacrifice for everybody. You will get fired. So one of the things you want to do is to find the influencers. The influencers are the people that get things done. I don't mean the talkers. Every business, every brand, every team they have the talkers, people that can talk, but they also have the doers. They have the people that when shit is about to hit the fan, those are the people that you see you calls into a corner and say, let's get the revenue up, and the revenue will get up. My platform is down by 1 AM. The CEO knows the developer is going to call that platform will be up before morning. That developer is the influencer, not those ones that's always coming to talk about WordPress and talk about JavaScript and all of those things that they always talk about. Not the talkers. The marketing person that gets the revenue up, that is the influencer. That is the person the CEO does not want to lose. That is the person you should go and tell your idea indirectly, so that when you are talking about it in the stand-up, the person can back your idea up. Don't be moving. Don't be moving like that. They will roast you. They will use you up. So you need to find the influencers. Yes, find the problem, but you want to find the influencers, because you should be ready to help people get better at their job. And you will not take credit for it. You should. You see somebody that is trying to write blog, and they have a prompt in ChatGPT that is not very good, and you have a prompt that has been working effectively for you as a content person, and you've written a lot of content with it. You simply, this is your blog, it's cool, it's cool. I have a prompt that works very well for me, where I'm coming from as a writer. That prompt works so well. I can share it with you. You can just use it, and you can mix it with this thing you are doing. If it works for you, but it works for me, you can also try it out. It's not, I'm not saying this thing you are doing is bad though. Yoruba will call it omogbon. You are calculating. You are calculating. You share. The person will come back the next day and say, thank you for that prompt. That prompt was so good. Then the person will go and gossip to another person and say, that guy gave me one ChatGPT prompt. It's very good. If you have ChatGPT problem, go to him. You are building influence slowly. You don't just get there and start saying, all of the blogs you have written, they are bad. They are AI generated. You give yourself problem. So you want to find the influencers. Don't you find it for what is broken. You want to find what is working. That's the next thing you want to find. There's no business that you are joining today that does not have something that is working. Something is working. All of their marketing strategy is not bad. If it is bad, they will not have the revenue to pay you the salary they want to pay you. Everything is not bad. I know you are eager to point out what is not good on their social media page, but they fucking have 9,000 followers. You think they got there by magic? Something worked. As an e-commerce person, when I'm consulting for my clients, they always find it welcoming. They always find it warm. Why? I point out everything good. I might be looking at a terrible website and I will see that the product image are good, and I will be pointing it out. Madam, you have done a good job with your product image. Madam, this product image is so good. Madam, this product image is catchy. It will catch the customer attention. I know that every damn thing on that website are terrible. I know. The madam herself knows. But I don't need to rub it on her face. Then when we are done, man, we have to redesign this website. So we just see some little things there. But you know the product image are good. We use it and I've pointed out something that is bad, but I've also pointed out something that is good. We are human beings. My mentor will say, Olawumi, learn human nature, learn human nature, learn human nature. Human nature does not change. So same yesterday, today, and forever. Human nature does not change. We are human beings. We hate to be chastised. We like to be praised. So what you are looking for what is working. And what do you want to do with that thing that is working? You want to praise it. You want to talk about it. You want to appreciate everybody that worked on that thing that is working. That thing is working for a reason. It's not working by trial and error. It is not working because of magic. It is working. You want to find that thing that is working. And you want to talk about it. You want to point it out more and more. I'll be consulting for a client and I will be telling them, I love your Instagram page. You've done a good work with the content on your Instagram. Nice. You have a very good product. I love your product. This again, you have to talk about what people love. You have to appreciate the small effort they have put in. Yes, those errors, those mistakes, you will talk about them. Do we fix them? You are a new hire. Focus on what is working. I've joined many teams, and you know what I always do? I always find what is working and double down on what is working. Instead of looking for what I will do that is new, that no, I don't do that. Yay, company POK. What do you sell? We sell African grocery in Atlanta. Okay, you are an African grocery store in Atlanta. What is your revenue? We always generate around $15,000 per month. Oh, interesting. Then I go there. What are they doing? What is their best selling product? What can I run ads on? Then I double down on the best selling products. I double down on what I should double down on. I go to their Google. I optimize it. I optimize their Facebook ads. I start doing all of those things small. Then we start integrating. We start starting new stuff. We start telling them new ideas. But the first 90 days is to double down on what works and try and move. Yeah, I moved an e-commerce store from £15,000 monthly to £32,000 monthly by simply doubling down on what is working. Double down on what is working. Imagine something that is working. They know it's working. They have been doing it. Imagine now tell them you want to work together with them on that thing. Everybody's happy. Because one, they already know how that thing works. Two, they already know they will achieve a lot of results if they do that thing. Imagine you tell your client that, oh, please, we need a video on your bestseller. We want to make a video on your bestseller. We want to run an ad on it. We need to record it this way. They know that bestseller always sells. They will gladly record a video about that bestseller. They know that what they are working on is to give them direct sales. They know because they've done it before. That is exactly. But this time around, my agency, POK Commerce Agency, will take that video and edit it and make it way better than they used to. And then we now run the ads on it. And then instead of making about 10 sales, they make 20 sales this time around. Because now the content is better, the ad is well targeted. So it is easy to collaborate. It is easy to gain the trust of your new team by working together with them on what is working. Which marketing idea is working? Okay, you know, okay, which developer is working? Which type of graphics is working? Which type of design is working? So it is easy to gain trust and rapport by working on what is working. So when you are done looking for the influencers in the company, and you can only find the influencers in the company by working with them on what is working. That is how you find the influencers. That is when people will talk to you. That's when they will expose things to you. That is when they will tell you that their last 2 month budget, this is what happened to it. That's when people will tell you that, oh, their last campaign, it was not successful because one of the graphics was this. That's why they were exposed to you the mistake they have made in the past. That is when they were exposed to you the ideas they've tried in the past. Or you think they are not trying ideas, they are trying ideas. Some did not just work, and you can't kill them. Those ideas, if they don't tell you, you will come there, you will try those new ideas, and it will not work, and you can't do anything about it, and you will be a laughing stock. You will be a laughing stock. So I don't think you should do that. I think you should look for what is working, work with them on it, praise them for what it, praise everybody on what is, you that are working on, praise them. Oh, I love this particular thing about this company. It's so nice. That one thing that is working, that you love about the business, talk about it. Even if it is that logo. I really like this logo. Your design team is great. The design team will be happy. They will smile. So that when you go to the design team as a digital marketer and request for a better design, they will do it. Because you've already praised something that they worked on. You get me, right? You're a product manager, you're working with different web developers. And they've did something nice, you praise them. You form a relationship with them. You praise the one they have done already. Oh, you guys work for 3 hours and you just look at what you have done. Imagine what you will do in 5 hours. I can't wait for the magnificent product that you guys will achieve. If you can just put in 5 hours, I can't wait. I know this thing is amazing. Man, this thing, if you start pointing out their flaws and error, this wood is bad. My local adage, we say, if this wood is bad and we remove it from the fire, this wood is bad, we remove from the fire. Which wood will produce the fire that will help you to cook the food you are cooking? If you are using the firewood, and then this wood is bad, you throw it away. This wood is bad, you throw it away. Which wood will produce the fire that will cook the food? So I'm simply saying, if you start pointing out graphic design, the graphics, okay, you are a marketer for example, and you join the team, and you're pointing out, the graphics is bad. Now you're pointing out that the video is bad. All of the video, okay, you point out that the graphics is bad, the video editor is bad, the content writer is bad. Who are you going to work with? These same people you are pointing out their mistakes and their flaws, you will work with them. They are the people you will still use to cook whatever you want to cook. So why are you pointing out their why do you chase them away? They'll get defensive. They will not want to open up to you. They will even be seeking your failure. In career, some people don't know that as you climb up the career ladder, you stop doing stuff yourself. Your success starts depending on what other people do. Say for example, as head of marketing in my company, my success is highly dependent on the performance of my email marketing person, my performance marketing person, my head of content, my graphics team, my design team, my video editing guys. My success as head of marketing is highly dependent on their output, not mine. I carry out things through them. So as you grow in the career ladder, you begin to carry out things through these people. People become you start doing things through people. Whatever you want to execute, you can only do it through people. And at that point in time, people management, people relationship become your biggest skill. Emotional intelligence, human nature, psychology, those are the things you have to be grounded in for you to perform very well, for you to be at your best as you grow up the career ladder. So you have to know how to manage people. So I don't want this episode to be long. I just want it to be short, and I should give you directly what you need to know. Don't be the fixer. Don't be the one to fix everything. Fix it. Why? Because it will make you enemies too. You don't know the root cause of the problem. You might be treating the symptom. You don't know the root. You don't know the history. You don't know the solution. But the best way to approach a new team when you get there is by simply learning. 30 to 60 days. Learn the history of the company. Learn the revenue generation means of the company. Learn about the influence. Find the influencer people in the company. Find the doers of the company. Find the people that talk. Find the talkers. Find out the relationship happening in the company. Find out the politics of the company. Find out who has say, who does not have a say. Find out all of these things. That's what you want to do. You want to learn about the environment. Learning about the environment is what you want to do for 30 to 60 days. Then you will know how to fix problem. Then you will know that the graphic design problem you have on social media, the solution, if you can talk to the CEO to get him to pay for some tools, to pay for Adobe, to pay for Photoshop, to pay for this. If you can get him to pay for those things, the graphic design team will be able to use Pro Tools and their design will be better. So you will not go to the design team and start shouting at them. You will go straight to the CEO and get him to pay. And this graphic design team will be happy because you didn't come to them. You already know they are not the problem. You can know that by being calm and learning. I hope that helps you. I hope that helps anybody that is learning a new thing. And if you find this helpful, kindly click on the share button. Share with one friend, just one friend, I'm pleading, so that they can also benefit from this particular episode. Congratulations to me, congratulations to you, the listener. Episode 100 of POK Experience. See you at episode 101 next week.